Iran's ambassador to the United States, addressing an emergency meeting of the Security Council, stated that the Islamic Republic was exercising its inherent right to self-defense and had no choice but to respond to Israel. The Security Council failed in its duty to maintain international peace and security, Iran's envoy, Amir Saeed Iravani, insisted. Therefore, Tehran had no choice but to respond, he said, adding that his country does not seek escalation or war, but will respond to any threat or aggression. He also lashed out at Israel. It is time for the Security Council to shoulder its responsibility and address the real threat to international peace and security, Iravani said. The body must take urgent and punitive measures to compel this regime to stop a genocide against the people of Gaza. The rising tensions come against the backdrop of Israel's 6-month-old war against Hamas in Gaza, which began after the Palestinian militant group's October 7 attack in Israel, which resulted in the deaths of 1,070 people, mostly civilians. Israel's retaliatory offensive has killed at least 129 people in Gaza, mostly women and children, according to the territory's Hamas-run health ministry. Since the 1979 Iranian Revolution, Israel has been considered a sworn enemy by the Islamic Republic, which calls for Israel's destruction. Until now, Tehran had refrained from attacking Israel head-on, and the two countries have opted instead to confronting each other through third parties. On Sunday, United Nations Secretary-General Antonio Guterres urged restraint, telling the emergency meeting that neither the region nor the world can afford more war. Now is the time to defuse and de-escalate, he said. Guterres also repeated his condemnation of Iran's strikes on Israel and the attack on Iran's consulate in Damascus. It's time to step back from the brink, Guterres said. Both the UK and US condemned Iran's attack on Israel during an emergency meeting of the UN Security Council on Sunday. It comes as the US assisted Israel in shooting down dozens of drones and missiles fired by Iran in what was the first time it had launched a direct military assault on Israel. Israeli authorities said 99% of the inbound weapons were shot down without causing any significant damage. The United States condemns in the strongest terms the unprecedented attack on the State of Israel by the Islamic Republic of Iran and its militant proxies and partners. Robert Wood, U.S. Deputy Ambassador to the UN, told the Security Council in response to the attack. He urged members to unequivocally condemn Iran's aggressive actions and call on Tehran and its partners and proxies to stop their attacks in the region. Barbara Woodward, UK Ambassador to the UN, echoed the condemnation of the attack. The scale and nature of Iran's heinous assault, the first direct attack from Iran on Israeli soil, poses grave risks to the security and stability of citizens across the Middle East, she said, as she called on all parties to refrain from any action that could heighten tensions in the region.